This is your theme song. This is your theme song. This is all you fucking get, motherfuckers. You want too much for free, so you just get this theme song from me.
Yeah.
Boom.
How was that?
Motherfucker,
Was
boom.
that was a good one. Yeah. Welcome to When Wife Gives You Lemons,
Ooh,
bitch.
look at John is on it tonight. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
To the Tuesday edition.
I'm fucking it.
So, it's hot. So, here we are. We're here. I only got one ear going. That's weird. I think.
Weird.
Do I have another? Yeah, I only have one ear going.
Uh-oh.
You threw my headphones a minute ago, and no.
Plug them in.
They don't work.
That's why we're supposed to do sound check.
Well.
What do you want to do?
Well, I can hear everything. It's fine.
Okay. Well, then fucking stop complaining.
Okay.
It's 9 o'clock at night on a Tuesday. I took the trash out already.
I made dinner.
I know. Thank you. You actually.
I was like a little bitch and I made dinner.
I bitch appreciate it.
That's okay. It's cool.
Do you have any nopes? Do you want to go
I had a nope.
I have nopes.
Well, I know you always have nopes. I count on you to have nopes.
I have a lot of nopes.
I don't have nopes.
Okay.
Okay, so I was talking to I can't remember who it was now. And okay, so I went to the dirt.
Oh, I forgot that happened. Okay.
I went to the West Coast Dirt Oval Nationals RC car race. It's a yearly event. It's the summer one. There's two versions. There's a winter and a summer. Ran pretty good. Qualified first in one. Third in the other. Finished fifth and seventh. The results didn't show as good as I was, but we had a fantastic time, me and my little buddy Brody. We had an awesome time. And this guy was talking to me about somebody was looking at him funny, like he was okay. So we went to Saturday night after the RC races. A group of us went to a big dirt track to watch some dirt cars go sliding around. It was great. We had a fantastic. Brody hasn't stopped talking about it.
No, he doesn't.
Anyway. One of the guys goes, he went to buy some earplugs or something, and he walks up to me, tells me, he goes, hey, man, they were younger girls, these little young girls that were working the concession thing, and he goes, they looked at me really funny, and they were like, just looking at me like I was a weirdo or something, and he goes, I didn't understand what was happening, so I got my earplugs, and he goes, then I realized what my hat said, and his hat says, coconut oil. I said, coconut cock oil. It's like some company. It's called Coconut Cock Oil.
Why do we not have this?
I don't know.
That's our first sponsor ever.
But I know we need it.
Coconut.
Anyway, so I laughed because he said, I think I look like a super perv over there. I started laughing. I thought it was funny.
Fucking hilarious.
And it was a really funny hat. So that was a nope. Ooh. Okay, and I'm going to lead into a couple more here.
Okay.
Same night. I'm going to save people.
Does coconut oil increase penis length? Oh, fuck, I hope not. Oh, my God.
You heard it here, bitches.
I'm not Googling anything anymore.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, what?
Anyway.
I have so many notes.
So a friend... They were tying it on pretty good. The boys were having a good time on Saturday, having some, couple of beers and a few shots of Fireball and having a good old time.
Mm-hmm.
So I come up with the idea, let's go to the dirt track. So that's when we went to the dirt track, coconut cock oil, blah, blah, blah. So we're all going. One of our buddies, he's got a good one going. A good one.
Okay.
Like he's got a good one going.
Okay.
So Brody and I just kind of peel off the pack and we grab a couple. There's like 6 of us or whatever. So we peel off the pack. I get us some food, some nachos, racetrack nachos. You know what I mean, right? And so we go to sit down, and then the cars are super loud, and Brody's not eating his food. He's got too busy plugging his ears. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So I walk over. I get him some headphones. We eat the fries. We go back. Or nachos or whatever the fuck it was. Cheese fries. That's what it was.
Caught you in a lie.
It was cheese fries.
Uh-huh.
I just admitted
What was her name?
Cheese fries.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
I watched you.
So we walk. Shush. I'm not done.
You walk.
So we walk back and we walk up the top. So I figure we look down and see the guys in the. And one of our guys he looks like he's just wandering around aimlessly at the top. And I'm like, "Hey, buddy." So where are they at? And he goes, "Ah." I go, "Okay, let's roll." So we're wandering. And I'm like, "Hey, man, where are they at?" He's like, "My eye." I go, "What the fuck is it?" Oh, my God. I know in his head he's saying perfectly clear, but there isn't it's not even a word. No. There's two words that are coming out of his mouth, and there's not a word in either of them, and they're blended together. And it takes me a while, like walking around, and I finally see the guys down there, and I go, "Hey, man, come on. I found him, buddy. Let's go." And he's like, "Mid-high," and I go, "Are you saying mid-high, like they're sitting up here like mid, up in the high, like midway down up high?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Fuck. No, dude, they're right there." "No, mid-high. My."
What is it?
That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded like. My. What? I go, "What are you talking about, man?"
What is that movie? Oh, Beer Fest, when he's all...
And that's exactly what it reminded me of. Oh, my God. And we laughed, but I mean, I felt bad because, so when we're leaving, we're walking out, and Brody and I are following, and I'm like, I'm watching our buddy. He's my buddy. I'm taking care of my buddy, I want to make sure he gets home safe and gets everywhere safe. And he comes up on their concrete bleachers. You've been to this
I've been
place.
there. Yeah.
So there's the every once in a while there's stairs, so there's like half steps, and they're painted yellow. And I was watching him walk up, and I watched him start. I could see his mind operating on what was happening in front of him on the ground, and he's a little bit weavy, and he slows down almost to a stop, and goes to take a step, and just goes for it, and he almost falls, and I reach over just happen to just go, "Ooh." And just put him right back up like he was falling. He was taking the step off, and I just put him right back on the step and just kept walking. He never even knew I did it. And so we talked about the next day, and I know he felt like shit. He was like, "Fuck, man, I'm so sorry, guy." I mean, he didn't, he just, we just...
You just hit him.
Yeah, just hit him wrong that night. I mean, maybe some, he's taking meds or something. You know what I mean? He might have been on some meds, too.
Dehydrated. Hot,
exactly.
Yeah.
So no, I mean, while there was nothing he had to he didn't do anything stupid, embarrassing or anything, but it was hilarious because there were the words. I was like, "Holy shit, is this happening?" I couldn't understand a word, but it was really, like I said, out of safety. I don't want to say anything about that guy because he's not necessarily one of my group. He was just one of the guys out there racing with us.
Right.
Anyway, that was wild. And then, so then I was watching people, okay? Mm-hmm. It was a pretty light night in the stands. And you know how I feel about people wiggling?
Yes.
And dancing?
Yes.
I started watching somebody cheer.
Oh, God.
And they were running at the fence as the guy's racing by. He's like, and I've driven a race car. I know what it's like. And when you're racing when you're racing and you're up to speed, you're not looking at the person in the stands like, "Oh, dude," right? Like, "Hey," right? Not usually. So anyway, I mean, you might catch somebody you catch people, but you're not like, okay. So when I used to kart race back in the day, and a long time ago, we didn't have radios or anything, so one of the things you did is you had a guy on the side, and he would kind of give you signs. Mm-hmm. So, maybe somebody's, this meant they're right on your butt. You got a little bit of room. You got room. And this guy is down here in middle of the straightaway. He's like, "You got this much room, right?" And I'm looking at this, and I'm watching, and I'm thinking, how fucking weird is that shit? How fucking weird.
Just because it's not for you doesn't mean anything.
I mean, I clap for people.
There's going to be a dance floor and a DJ at this Ontario signing. And they want us to dress up for the party as Grease themed.
There's nobody in Grease that has a beard.
I'm buying a pink wig.
There's no one that has a beard.
Shut up.
I can't go.
John Travolta is a beard, or his wife was.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
So yeah, so
Kevin.
and then we drove home and we all hung out a little while, and then everybody passed out, and that was that. And then we raced on Sunday. And we drove home Sunday night, and we got escorted all the way over a hill because of some crazy weather hurricane thing that didn't seem to be any harder than anything I've ever seen. Anyway, a little overkill.
Just a little.
So, yeah, other than that, that was my excitement. I had a lot of fun hanging out with a lot of people. It was a great time.
So during the hurricane, I worked. I massaged. I did 2 90 minutes in an hour. And then I went to McDonald's to get Caleb food. And hold on, where is it? Oh my God, where is it? And so I'm in line, and one of the ladies I had just massaged, so I must have been like first in her text messages list, and I get a text message that says, "You don't want to do phone sex?" And for a second I thought it was you, and then she wrote, "Oh shit, sorry, LOL." And I was like, this may be my favorite accidental text I've ever gotten in my life. And she's like, I am so embarrassed. And I'm all, dude, don't be. I write dirty books for a living. And then I sent her my link. But
of course,
it was fucking hilarious. And this is the second time I've got, well, I think the other guy.
The other did it on purpose.
He did it on purpose.
He tried to see if he could fucking.
Yes.
He was trying to see if you'd jack him off.
Because I think I told you. So he was like, hey, send me a link to your books. And I go, okay. I mean, I write romance, but whatever. Some men read romance. No big deal. And then he said Zeus, which is the first of my MC books. He goes, Zeus looks like a cuck. And I go, no, he's my alpha president. And he goes, oh, maybe that's just because that's my kink.
Right.
And then I was like,
that's
never responded again. But then...
And you never saw him again either.
No, I haven't seen him yet. No, and I don't think he'll come back.
No, you won't.
But then today, I'm pretty sure it's phishing or spam because I've never had this happen before. It says, this message is from an unsaved number. Beware of smishing and phishing. But it's a dude with a dog. Right.
Just looking for you to respond and...
Maybe, like, for password. But whatever. It was 11:43. I was at Walmart getting Caleb ready because Caleb took his senior pictures today. But I was like, what the fuck? And Caleb's thing is he goes, well, yeah, it's probably Tinder. And I go, Caleb, I'm not on Tinder. I'm like, I'm married to your dad. And he goes, no, somebody probably gave a fake number and your number's that. And I'm like, okay, that's a good explanation. But I've never seen that before, so I have a feeling this is like
just block it and get rid of it.
Right, but I wanted to show
Yeah.
Because it was crazy.
Because they're wild.
They're wild. So then, okay, so we talked about having sex last time and then getting caught because Tyler was home, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
well,
you got caught getting some dick.
On the drive to school the next day, I told Brody, I go, hey, maybe don't listen to our last podcast. And he goes, why? And I go, well, because Dad and I talk about having sex. And he goes, when? You guys don't even have time. You're never together. And I go, well, Dad sometimes comes home from lunch. And he starts sitting there,
processing all that shit.
And then he goes,
Dad comes home to lunch all the time. Shit.
And he goes, but you see, like, he's like being funny. He's being Brody. He's like
operating like ding, ding, ding.
And he goes, man, you guys are never even together. Ha. And I go, well, Dad sometimes goes home for lunch. And he's all,
ew.
Like, his whole body just stopped. Like,
Damn kids.
And I go, well, at least I warned you. And then, so I wrote, telling Brody not to listen to the last podcast. He asked when we had time to do it. I said lunch, and he almost vomited. That is my text. And then, okay, and then.
And then?
I was on my walk. You were gone. So it was one of those nights you were gone in the morning.
Okey-dokey.
I'm taking my walk.
Okie dokie.
And this bright, and when I say bright, neon yellow fucking bird is just flying. And I go...
Everywhere?
I'm like, what the fuck? That is a bright fucking yellow ass bird. And it's not going very far. It's landing constantly. So it doesn't have a lot of bird stamina.
Right, which means it has clipped wings.
So I walk over and I look down and it's a goddamn parakeet. A bright ass yellow parakeet.
Did you
Beautiful.
find its owner?
Well, I was all, oh my God, John would be so mad at me if he came home from racing and Tony too
No, I wouldn't. I would be like, you saved a bird's life.
Yeah. Well, I tried. If I would have been able to catch it, it would have came home with me. Like I already had a plan. I was going to roll it up in my shirt so
Like
it didn't get
wouldn't let you
hurt.
get close enough.
No. But it gave me hope too because it was flying with other birds. So I was like, okay, maybe corn and Arctic and Ezekiel.
We're like the fucking bird killers of America. We're like,
Is it only 3? We've had 4, right? Or if we? I think
no, we've had 4, but one just dropped dead. One was like, this place sucks. I'm going to just fucking die now. Bye.
Tony. So yeah, but it was a bright. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And it's just a little parakeet. All fuck. And I was like, "Fuck! If I catch this fucking parakeet, I'm bringing it
back
home."
in the bird business again.
We're back in the bird. Once you think you get out, they pull your bird's ass back in. And then while you were gone,
Jesus, all this is when I'm gone.
I pick up Caleb, and Caleb's hungry, so I take Caleb to Wendy's, and my husband calls me.
Oh, this
And
is
while
great.
I'm ordering, John on my speaker on my car goes, and a bucket of penis? Can I have penis? A bucket of penis? And Caleb just turns you down completely with this little flick of his wrist. And I'm all, oh my God.
So the guy showed.
So I pull up and I look and the guy's all, hi. Oh, well. And then Caleb, I was like, Caleb, I don't have a girly voice. So he thinks you're the one that was ordering a bucket of penis because you are a man in my car. And he was all, no, he knew it was Dad on the phone. Like he was like, no, he knew it was
he
Dad.
thought it was you, dude. Oh, that's so funny because, I was waiting for you to pull around the corner and the guy's like showing up at the freaking window. He's got his dick out. He's like,
Well, Caleb goes.
I don't got a bucket, but I got one and we could start filling.
Caleb goes. And when you said that, you're like, well, you didn't show you the penis? And I go, no, and I wanted a bucket, not one. And Caleb's like, yeah, Mom didn't want a small fry. And I was all, oh, that was funny. Little funny boy.
That was pretty funny, though. You're like, yeah, can I get a number 1 and a bucket of penis?
So loud. So, like, every time I called Brody would be like, penis?
I know. Oh, my God. Every time, who are you talking to? Mom? Penis?
All night. Or all couple days. Penis. Oh, and then, like I said, so you can watch the live races. So I was watching John race. I never
She was
caught Brody.
stalking me.
I didn't catch Brody's races, but every time John would be like off screen or not racing, but you could still see you, I'd fucking watch you.
She'd stalk me.
I was making sure no chicks were talking to you. I was making sure you weren't talking to no chicks. I was making sure your tongue
I'm at a
stayed
fucking
in your
RC
mouth.
car race. You know, it's 98% fucking old men.
Okay, but that 2%, they're whores.
There's no girls. I don't think I saw.
I saw one. She had a baby. I watched her because she was
Oh my
on the
God,
opposite
you
side of
fucking
the.
psycho.
Yeah. So okay, when I was in Lancaster at that author signing, if somebody had like a live event camera, you wouldn't watch it to see what the fuck I was doing.
No.
Yes, you would.
No.
Yes, you would.
No.
Yes, you would. Why would you not want to see what I was doing? What if I'm
'Cause I know what
flirting
you're
with
doing.
men? Men with penises and beards.
Penises?
And buckets of penis. What if I had a whole bucket of penis on my table?
Well, then you'd be single, and that's that. It's not that hard to figure out. Go get your bucket of dicks.
What if I give you my phone? Will you go through it?
Okay. Why?
What if I've got a penis on the side? Like right here.
Well, since I've touched you in most every area of your body, I'm pretty sure you don't have a penis out of
It
you.
makes me sad that you don't care.
I do care.
You gotta just stalk me a little. Just a little.
Oh, I'm a stalker. Yeah, I'm
fuck
going to
you.
be all over that. I'm going to be like, what are you doing?
So I had an author
I'm
signing in
following
Lancaster.
you. I'm watching
I actually sold 11 books. I didn't think I was going to sell that much, but I spent more than I made because I bought almond roca. I bought a crocheted chicken for Caleb for this Christmas. I bought a crocheted turtle for me, and I bought a couple other things. I was like,
And that's
spending money. It was so much fun. And then I drove home right in front of the hurricane. I had the door open. It was nice the whole time. When I got home, I had that door open and just listened to the rain. I took a nap with our window open. I'm boring you. Sorry. Cool. And then I took Caleb to get his senior pictures today. And
that was crazy looking. Because we have a senior, we have a junior high school. We're almost done.
yeah, we are.
We are almost done.
Yeah.
Brody's got 5 more after this.
Yeah.
And then they can... I'm going to push them off the tree, and they better flap their damn wings.
Tyler's about to move. Tyler's about to go to something.
FSA Academy.
Yeah, in Malibu for 4. All right.
Excuse
Lick
me.
clit surprise.
Oh. Fine. Lick, click, 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 click.
Oh, so we went. Okay, so I took after Caleb's senior pictures. We went to lunch. We went to Lazy Dog. He had a steak,
Of course
and
it did.
then we.
Can I get the filet mignon?
Yeah.
That'd be filet mignon.
No.
Yeah, no, it says right here, filet mignon.
And then we walked around the mall, and that was fun. And then we went to Minchie's, and I'm standing there, and I'm talking to this girl, and I was like, your mom doesn't have to. I go, is your mom's name? Beep. And she goes, yeah. And Caleb goes, fuck, Mom. And I was like, she's like, how do you know? I go, oh, I massage your mom. And she's like, oh my God, my mom was just talking about you. I go, yeah, I massaged your uncle. She's like, oh my God, you're the one on top of the chevron. And I go, yeah. And Caleb's just like, huh. And I go, Caleb, I've seen half of Santa Clarita naked, and your dad's fucked the other half. So,
Fuck yeah, we own this place.
yeah, little whore man.
Little back rubber lady. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Thanks
This
for
is going to
listening.
come up tomorrow. It'll come up on Wednesday because I'm tired.
Yeah.
And,
Thanks for listening, ish.
yeah, that stuff. Bye.
Good day, ish. And that's Joy. She's making all that noise. And she's gonna drop her headphones. Look at she's being. Hey, she's pinched my Peter. Good day.